his shoulder. And according to the number of the tribe of the children of Israel, that they may be a sign among you. When your children ask their fathers in the time to come, saying, what mean you by these stones? What mean by the stones? I want you to remember the stones. Next thing I want you to remember is memorial. Crossing over the Jordan. 12 stones. Place of rest. Place of log. And then you shall answer them that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. With it passed over Jordan. The waters of Jordan were cut off. And these stones shall be a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. That means forever, continually. God has to let us see these things. And the children of Israel did so as Joshua commanded, and took up 12 stones out of the midst of Jordan, as the Lord spoke to Joshua, according to the number of the tribe of Israel, of the children of Israel, and carried them over with them into a place where they loved, and they laid them down there. And Joshua set up the 12 stones in the midst of Jordan. I know this is a lengthy reading. A place where the feet of the priests, which bore the ark of the covenant, stood, and they and all unto this day. For the priests which bore the ark stood in the midst of Jordan, until everything was finished. The Lord commanded Joshua. God gave Joshua a prophetic word. And the Lord commanded Joshua to speak unto the people according to all Moses commanded Joshua. And the people hasted, pass over Jordan. I got to read all this, Lord. And it came to pass when all the people were pass over. The ark of the covenant passed over. And the priest in the presence of the people, and the priest in the presence of the people, and the children of Reuben, I think I said that right, and the children of Gad, half of the tribe of Mishites, passed over on before the children of Israel, as Moses spoke unto them. Watch this. About 40,000 prepared for war passed over before the Lord in battle to plain of Jericho. And on that day, this is where I'm going to come from. And on that day, magnified Joshua. How many know God will vindicate the call? And they feared him as they feared Moses all the days of life. And the Lord spoke to Joshua, saying, command the priest to bear the ark of the covenant, this testimony that came out of Jordan. Somebody said he came out of Jordan.
He came out of Jordan.
And Joshua therefore commanded the priest, saying, come you out of Jordan. It came to pass. This is a long reading, y'all. The ark of the covenant, the Lord will come out of the midst of Jordan, and the souls of the priests were lifted up into the dry land, and the waters of Jordan returned, and the place flowing over its banks, and they did before. As the people came out of Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and encamped at Gilgal in the east of the border of Jordan. Somebody say hallelujah. Hallelujah. Somebody say glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
A subject today, God is bringing me out of my Jordan. Bringing me out of the Jordan. What is the Jordan? How many know God is the same? The Bible says Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and what? Forevermore. How many know there's some things in your life that you know personally that you know that you need to be clean? You need to be washed. There's some muddy waters that we're facing. Amen?
Amen.
Before we can go to the next level, we have to be able to understand that there